We're right. Morning, everybody.
Morning, y'all.
Run down my little line there. Jody was first. Dog was in after her, and we got Small Water Charters. And what's up, Mark? It's good to see you, buddy. I didn't think
Morning, everybody.
that wind was supposed to come in until this evening.
Well, we shouldn't have much wind today. I'm heading to the river, and I think the high today wind is 7 miles an hour. It's starting out like 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's supposed to be 81 degrees today here, so I'll take a 7 to 8 mile an hour wind. I probably
Yeah.
wish we had it.
I'll say, actually, that won't feel too bad, will it?
No.
I almost kicked the air on yesterday. The west side of the house from probably 2 o'clock till, I don't know, right now probably 2 o'clock to about 6 or so. The sun just shines right on it. I mean, there's nothing, no shade or anything, so that side of the house warms up real quick. But I actually went out and sit out on the deck yesterday evening with the dog and read a little bit. Like I said, I went to sleep at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, got up 7 o'clock Thursday morning and felt like crap, man. Good morning, D. It's good to see you.
Morning, D.
And I had to go pick Mom's medicine up, which was I was like, man, just please don't let me get sick in the car. You know what I mean? I don't want to get sick in the car. I have to clean it up. So I got there and back, and I didn't do much yesterday, but kind of lay around. And I took some NyQuil last night, and I feel pretty decent this morning. Morning, Smoky Mountain Catfishing. How are you, buddy?
I'm wishing I grabbed a leave going out the door today because I helped Zach yesterday. I ran a drum sander.
Every muscle in your body hurts now. Hey, John, that video's got some great music in it, bud. Thanks. I like it. I think we lost you again, Roger. But yeah, I was dragging
Today
yesterday.
We're taking the day off and going fishing.
We only got the last part of that, brother. Your thing cut out again.
Oh, did it? Well, hell.
Yep. We got to. Yeah, there you go.
I was saying we ran that drum sander yesterday for about 10 hours. I got muscles sore. I forgot I had. I wish I grabbed some leave.
I keep a bottle in my truck, but I'm 60-something. You know what I mean? And that's just something at about 50 I started doing.
Well, I do too, but I didn't take the truck this morning. I took Jackie's car. It's just easier on gas, and I got about an hour and 45-minute drive to get to the river. And I don't have any in here.
Wow.
I got cold medicine and a bunch of other stuff.
I always keep a bottle of Aleve, and I find that Aleve works better than any of them myself.
I do too. It seems to be more effective and last longer for me personally.
Yep. Now I do got some 500 milligram ibuprofen I got from the doctor when I had my knee surgery, and some let's see, some to something. Oh, 500 milligram acetaminophen. Now, someone told me that you can take ibuprofen and something else. They call it Nurse's Oxy or whatever. That it works like a pain pill. Even I can't remember. It's either ibuprofen and oh man, I'm not sure. No, what's naproxen? That's Aleve, isn't it? It might be ibuprofen.
Naproxen.
Yeah, that's Aleve, right?
Naproxen's just a drug. It's not in just Aleve. It's naproxen's in ibuprofen. Naproxen's an anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, pain reliever, fever reducer, NSAID. I thought that was the active ingredient in Aleve.
ibuprofen and
vodka. Yep.
vodka.
But
I
I
like
have
this
to
other
ask my
comment.
nurse. Yep, I got to ask my nurse friend again because she was telling me, and I tried it, and it works really well.
John, I'm going to go back and watch some of your videos and see what a crappie looks like. Apparently I've forgotten.
Don't leave home without a right, John. Ibuprofen and vodka. Man, you know what? I was a teenager and got drunk on vodka and throwed my guts up one time, and I never drank it, so I can't drink it. I can't even stand the smell of it for some reason. I should do that. Yeah, ibuprofen and vodka. That's what I should do. Are you talking about him? Go watch your videos. I told him I told him he needed to watch some of your stuff, the older stuff, because the what do you call it? Editing is really good on it, and the music also.
Buggy was bragging on your. He was bragging on your videos. I know I've seen some of your lives, and going back and watch some of your lives and stuff during crappie fishing, but I don't remember watching any of your like production videos. He was bragging on them. I'll go check them out. Yeah, we'll see if the full moon affects the bite today. It's funny. I was just talking about this. I was just talking about this yesterday with Jackie because unfortunately my daughter's in a hospital again. Now she's 28 weeks pregnant, which is better than 25. But she started like real heavy bleeding and just not doing well. And back when she went into the hospital night before last, there was like 6 other women came in labor before her, and then after she was there, within 30 minutes, a lady with twins came in, and 2 other women came in labor. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I was like, yeah, it's a full moon. Like, this is a normal thing. Like, emergency room sees more accidents. Women, go into labor, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like, you got to think about how the full moon affects the human bodies, and we have so many other outside influences. Just our day-to-day lives, stresses, routines, kids, life, social media, and we have so many other influences, yet the moon has an effect on us. And I'm like, imagine what it's like for wildlife and specifically catfish. They don't have any other outside influences. How much does the moon affect them? It's got to have a big effect. Now, John could probably speak on this more because he's on the water more than any of us, but it's got to have a big effect on the fish as well. The impression on me. That's right. Well, John.
It has it affects the tides. It affects the moon. Affects a lot of stuff. And I guess last night was the lunar eclipse. I think it was.
Was it?
I think so. It was either last night or the night before.
I can't. Today is 3/14. Today is Pi.
Is it really? Nice.
It's 3/14. 3.14. Pi.
Yep.
I actually had to stop at Walmart on the way home last night for work. All the managers. Jackie's a business office manager for a nursing home. She runs a big facility, and all the bosses are supposed to bring in pie today.
Nice.
Hey,
my son would say that to me right now. You mean you don't get it? I'll be like, well, I'm not as sharp as you young people are. But I understand now.
Yeah, I stopped picking up pie.
Hey, what's up,
hit the old Walmart clearance.
I love me some pie.
Well, there's only 2 kinds of pie, honestly. There's hot pie and cold pie. That's about it. I like them all.
Yep. For years I wasn't a fan of apple pie until I got a caramel apple pie, and I was like, my gosh, where have these been?
That's what I bought Jackie last night. Big caramel apple pie from Walmart.
Oh man, they're awesome. Yeah. Yep. I discovered those, and it was like, goodness, I have to limit myself to at least one a month at the most.
I might have to pick me up a pizza pie on the way home.
Yeah, yeah. Warm pie is good, especially pecan pie heated up in the microwave with a big scoop
I
of
like
vanilla ice cream on it.
that might be good, but otherwise, I like my pie cold. Colder the better.
Yeah. The only pie I like more than like that is pecan pie with a scoop of ice cream.
I'm that way with apple pie. I like apple pie warm with ice cream. Other than that,
Oh, I got 4 years of
coconut.
taxes done this week.
What'd you say?
Said I got 4 years worth of taxes done this week. I tend to not file them all the time because
Well,
I work for myself and sometimes it's just real depressing. My doctor said I shouldn't do things that are depressing, so I don't do
I hadn't been able to work, legally for a long time, and uh, so I didn't have any, reportable income, so I didn't file. And then I found out you're still supposed to file. I'm like, what the hell am I going to file?
them.
Well,
Yeah.
you have zero reportable income. What am I supposed to put on here? And then
DHA. Last year I made less than $2,000 because dad was so bad last year I didn't work at all. I mean, I couldn't even, I literally didn't work, and I
right,
still got to file him $2,000. I'm like, are you kidding me?
yeah.
But that's what they said. I've run through the pasture, got cow pies between my toes when I was a kid. You ain't country if you ain't never run across pasture barefooted. I'm just saying, even though it was the 70s, so I
I
don't
was gonna say
suppose.
I didn't have any cow pastures where I lived growing up.
Well, I did.
I had a lot of creek mud squished between my toes. If that helps.
Yep.
That big old soft gushy mud. Looks like pudding when you step in it.
I've been looking at this river. It's not even a river. It's a river, but I mean, you can wade across it everywhere around here. But I was looking at it, and I've seen a few places look like there might be some, 2 and 3, maybe 2 foot deep spots or whatever. I thought, man, you ought to go wade fish that for smallmouth or rock bass or something.
Man, I used to do that a lot when I was younger, like in my
Yeah,
20s.
me too. Yeah.
Where I lived was right on Paint Creek, or no, North Fork Creek, dumped into Paint Creek. And man, we used to wade that, catch smallmouth. Oh, we caught everything. There was sauger in there, catfish. They weren't real big. None of them were real big, but I did catch a 4.5 pound smallmouth there one time.
No kidding.
Yeah.
We where I lived at, you could walk across this cornfield. Depending on, I don't think they even planted soybeans back then. It was always corn. And once the corn got so high, we'd have to make a path through the middle of the corn to get there. And Buck Creek, and it was a good creek. My dad said before the Corps of Engineers came in and fixed it that it used to be a meandering, just great. He said it had everything in it. He said it had smallmouth, largemouth, crop herring. Well, the Corps of Engineers come in and literally just strip the whole bank, and there's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Hey, Dave, double hook angler.
almost made the creek straight, actually. But when I was a kid, we literally every day we would get up and as soon as the sun got up and go over and fish all day. We would, pack a lunch. The night before, we would soak the yard with the water hose and let it soak and soak and soak. And then at dark time, we'd go out and hunt night crawlers. And then we'd have bait. But
I used to hunt night crawlers and sell them to the bait shop. I can't remember what I got for them. Of course, it was probably little to nothing back then.
Yeah,
but I take bucket loads of them, man. Not full buckets, but carry a big 5-gallon bucket in there with partially full of night crawlers. I thought I was king of the hill.
Heck yeah, live fresh ones too, just caught. And you had to be fast to catch them, man. I remember that. That's about the only thing I remember of is you had to be real quick to get them, and if they got too far back in the hole, you might as well let them go, because if you try to pull them out, they're going to break in half.
Well, there's a technique to it. You give them a little, you pull. You give them a little, you pull. I took my daughter-in-law, or my stepdaughter, my stepdaughter out there and
Right,
try to catch them. And she's like, well, how hard can it be?
Dave.
She's only seen them in containers and they look real slow and slothy. I took her out there. She's like, what the? She's like, these aren't worms. I wait till we grab a hold of one.
Yeah, they're
She was
snakes.
they're fast.
$5
Yeah, $5
a
a
dozen.
dozen.
That's brown gold.
Yeah, brother.
And
Well, back
see,
then they
morning,
weren't.
Dave. Dave Bozarth and Jeff Bill. Morning, guys. NFN, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you today. Pull along the ground, they come right up. Yep, it's been what, I'm 61 now. It's probably been 50 years since I've done that.
Yeah, Bill. Welcome in, buddy. Morning.
$3.49 a dozen. She brought 4. Yep. I need to drive out. There's a place I see out here in the country. They sell brown eggs. I need to go by and see what they're selling theirs for.
Yeah.
That's the
All the
best.
country folk been selling eggs for $2 a dozen.
Yep. You drive by the house and stop, a lot of there, and they're just good people. They're not going to rip you off or not raise their price because it's
Right.
it's like that at the store or whatever. Yeah,
I'm
Finn.
sure.
The odds of me getting on my hands and knees and nightcrawler hunting now are none. There's no way. It ain't happening.
It's hard on the back, man, to bend over and with flashlight and bucket in one hand and grab them. And I stay hunched over for about 10, 15 minutes. I'll pass out.
My knees, now that even with the knee replacement, I know on my right, when it got replaced 8 or so years ago, I still can't get down on them. Like, just for some reason, because I haven't been able to get on my knees for years because it hurt so bad. And maybe I'm just gun shy about doing it now. I don't know. I'll have to try after this one heals up. Roadside eggs, $5 a dozen. Yeah.
Well, stores are still like around here. I think last week I seen $7.50, between $6 and $7.50 a dozen. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Well,
Orland.
Been a lot of the bird flu thing, they say, and then there was some of them, and I forget where it was, but there's a few places that mysteriously a few of the chicken grower places caught on fire. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, chicken or eggs right now are unbelievable. And the bad part is, me and Mom eat them quite a bit. I usually make omelets because I'm horrible at cooking over easy. I always bust the yolk. It makes me mad. And I'm like, well, why not just go ahead and make omelets now so you don't have to worry about busting the yolks anymore.
Out of high school, I worked for Bob Evans for about 8 years, and
Yep.
so I'm pretty good grill cook.
Yep. I watch them guys at Waffle House. I'm like, how the heck y'all not out here busting yolks, man? Double hook jig and Berkeley worms better than the live ones. Yeah, but you fish like I do, that ain't gonna work. Cause I cast out and let it sit on the bottom and wait. I'm the laziest fisherman you'll ever meet. Bumping looks
I got
like
some of Dave's
yep.
jigs a while back. I actually used one the other day crappie fishing. I was like, you guys saw I was getting my butt hook kicked out there, and I was trying everything. I was trying every different color jigs. I was trying. You can't catch a crappie with live minnow. You're not.
Yeah.
You're in bad shape.
Yeah. Where Mark sent me some jigs, I'm going to use them today. This evening when I go bluegill fishing. It'll be late afternoon. My buddy don't get off till 4. I told him I'd wait till he got off, which I did. He doesn't usually work Fridays, but then he said he works till 4. Then he got to run over, or works till 3. Got to run over and pick up that half of beef, bring it over here and put it in the freezer, and then we can go fishing. I said, you're kidding
Mark,
me.
you going after crappie today, buddy?
Big crappie on my. Hey, I seen the picture of your boy, man. He had a nice crappie in that picture. Biggest crappie
I wish
caught in one hit. Jig's cool.
I wish they'd change our size limit here up to 10 inches. It's most lakes here is 9 inches,
Is
30
it
30 per day. Yeah. But
really?
man, there's just such a big difference, in my opinion, from a 9-inch crappie to a 10-inch crappie. There's just so much better eating, I think, at 10 inches. I wish they'd change it. We have millions of crappie that are 8 3/4. Let me tell you.
Oh, I'll bet. Believe it or not. So, what are you talking about, Jeff? That sells, buddy? I missed it. A dozen suckers for $110. You're kidding me. Man, I got a
Jesus.
lot of cricks around me, dude. Maybe I should catch a bunch up and come over and we can sell them to them.
It's if bait down south hadn't gone so crazy, I was right there at getting my. Of course, Ohio bait dealer license only $100 for the year.
Yeah.
I was real close to going to get my bait dealer's license, going down and bringing, and I still could. Our local bait shops around here, man, they carry junk.
Yeah,
They sell
mine does
skipjacks
too.
for $9 to $11 a piece.
Yep.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yep. Mine here, and the ones he had in the freezer didn't look that good. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I said, never mind.
Yeah,
I went and found some cricks and caught some chubs or some shiners, whatever.
yeah, that's same here. The skipjack they had looked terrible. I'm like, man, these things look like they're 2-3 years old. Ain't no way I'd buy. And their eyes are all cloudy and shit. I'm like, there
Yeah.
ain't no way.
Yeah. And I never until I started learning about this catfishing, I'd have never dreamed. I always
Wow,
seen those fish in the freezer, but I didn't know what the heck they was doing with them.
wow. Mark said he used to sell extra large suckers to them for muskie for $12 a piece.
Yeah, I seen that. Heck yeah.
Dang, oh, I don't have any good. Well, there's a creek behind my house actually that I'm living at now. It does have suckers in it, but I don't know how strong the population is. I don't think it's sustainable.
The creek I was talking about that we used to walk to as a kid, it's got suckers and chubs in it. And the bad part is there used to be an old farmhouse. There was Old Lady Baker's farm, we called it. But years ago, I guess after she passed away or whatever, they tore it down. There was a barn and a big cement bridge that went across the creek for the tractors. And we would fish underneath the bridge. And the entrance to the driveway is still there, but from there beyond it's so grown up you'd have to chop your way through it. Booked a charter yesterday for April 1. A gentleman's wife passed away 2 weeks ago. He's bringing his boys down here to get away. This area was important to their family. Yeah, it will, John, for sure, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be. It's awesome though that you're going to be able to provide them with that memory that they're going to probably hang on to the rest of their lives.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to take
That's
that and put him in Chacamac where we always bluegill fished.
That's what I told Jackie. I said, dude, something happens to me, take my ashes, put some in the river, and then take a little bit of them and put them in your last pot of chili.
Yeah.
Boy, I can tear your ass up one more time.
Just a sprinkle. I can tear your ass up one more time. I told my buddy if I die,
don't repeat that, she'll kill me.
When I died, made my buddy promise me if I went before him, he would put my ashes in a coffee can with holes poked in the bottom and strap it on the back of his fender and ride our favorite dirt bike race we used to ride all the time and just sprinkle me along the trails.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. I found I do too, man. I get more emotional and small things mean more to me now,
That's it.
Yeah.
Things that we used to blow off and completely be inconsiderate about when we were younger become important, and little things add up.
Where I'm at right now, I watch the sun come up almost every single day. And I can remember for going for years and years not even paying attention to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen the other day. You seen the sun come up, and you stopped, and you ran out there. I think you took a picture. You just ran out there to see it. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cool. You know what I mean? That was important
Mhm.
to you to capture that.
I got a bunch of them. And if I'm driving and the sun's going down, I always stop and watch. But there's a reason when I turned 50, most people know Eric and Curtis and Mono. I realized my life was over halfway over and I had sped through it, out of high school, in the Army, done a little time in the Army, come out, got married, had kids, built a family, built a profession. And next thing you know, you're 50 years old. It's like, Jesus Christ, where'd life go, And once I realized I was over halfway through my life, I was like, that's it. I'm slowing down. I'm not doing anything fast anymore. When I go out and get in the car to leave it, I probably am in the driveway for 10 minutes before I leave to go anywhere. I just sit there and I get something to watch on YouTube, and I don't get in a hurry no more.
Something's wrong with me. I'm in a hurry all the time for no reason. I'm always rushing.
That way. Yep, I used to be that way.
And Jackie will send me like little TikTok videos or send me videos about people like me that are just always in a hurry to go, go, go. And I have nowhere to go. Like there's no reason logically. I'm just geared that way.
John, you're right about the sunrises. And for me now, I had thought about it about, I don't know, 6 straight years ago, is how many summers I have left that I'll be healthy enough to do stuff. Up here, that matters a lot. Down where John is, it doesn't really matter so much. And when I pray, I ask God after Dad dies to give me 15 summers. That's all I want. That'll put me in, mid-70s or something like that, maybe early 80s. I don't know. But let me be able to go fishing for 15 summers. And it's not too much to ask for.
Walleye, his culvers. We got culvers out here, but they sure the hell ain't got no walleye sandwich. I wish they did. If you're talking about the same culvers, we got a chain out here. It's Culver's.
Yeah, Culver's started up in Wisconsin, and their fish sandwiches are awesome. Oh yeah, they're hand battered, and they've been in Wisconsin for years and years, and they just now. I don't know if they went public or not, but they're growing fast.
They're in Columbus. They got a blue and white building.
Cheese curds, man, got to get on the cheese curds. I'm telling you, I have to watch that. I get on a roll and I'll start getting them every week, and I have to slow down on that. Did they brought the walleye back? Nice.
I tried to double check. Hey, tell you something. Take cheese curds next time you order, like at a restaurant. Thank you. And take cheese curds and get you some whipped cream and dip that thing in whipped cream. And I can't explain it for the life of me. Morning. I get 2 great jellies. I can't explain it, but I'm talking here. Sorry. You too. It tastes like a funnel cake.
Really? Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that makes sense. But I argued with Eric about, he said Arby's had the best fish sandwiches. And I'm like, no, man, Culver's does. I'm telling you right now, if you've never had a Culver fish sandwich, do yourself a favor. They're awesome.
I think I've only been there twice. I think I just got burgers, but.
Yep. Their stuff's quality. You might pay a little more, but Culver's, your stuff's fresh. It ain't been sitting under a light for no time.
Yeah. I need to get a hold of my buddy, man. He's a guide up on Lake Erie, and man, he is hammering right now. Jumbo perch. I mean, football-sized perch, man. They're insane. I'm like, God, I gotta get a part of that. I love perch and walleye, but daggone.
Yeah, no doubt, John. There's up in Wisconsin, man, all the German, and I'll tell you what, you never get brats anywhere better than you do the brats up in Wisconsin.
I've never been out there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mark. It's not what I mean. I've ate at them here, but I used to eat them when I lived outside of Green Bay, and it's not the same. I know I've seen them giant perch, man, and I've never seen a perch them big in all my life. I'm like, where are you people catching these at?
He
Yeah,
made a
that's
post
coming our way,
yesterday, the day
Dave.
before on Facebook, man. Live well full of giant perch. I'm like, good Lord.
Our that 50-mile-an-hour wind's coming our way tomorrow, or maybe starting tonight. Yeah, John, that must be why me and you get along. We're both in the same mode about I ain't in no hurry. I'm just rolling along.
I ain't in a hurry to get things done.
Nope, that's exactly right. Beef tallow
I
fries.
stopped
I'll
at the
have to
Mickey
check
D's,
that
got me a
out.
sandwich.
What is it? Steak and shake beef tallow fries. I'll have to see what that is. I've never heard of it. No birds be leaving in April. Heck yeah, I'll bet. Population declines by how much, I wonder. Yeah, I never thought about that. You guys getting baited every fall and they hang around all winter and then leave in the spring. Huh. I'll have to check that out. I don't think steak and shakes are all over the place. I think they may be regional. I know we don't have one here in town. The closest one to me is in Indy. They had one here, but it didn't last. There nothing lasts here in Muncie that actually has something like that where you get waited on. 3/4 of the people, heck yeah, I bet you're like, yeah, I bet you like it then. Traffic be cut in 3/4. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Steak and Shake was regional. Their French fries are little thin jobbies. You can eat them by the handful. But my suggestion is you should watch one or the other, the sunrise or the sunset. You should watch at least 2 or 3 of them a week, man. That's why you always see me turn and look, because I always turn and look to see if the sun's coming up yet.
Still got a full moon here.
Oh yeah, I bet it is out front. I can't see out front. So the ramps go from 200 trucks to 2. Yep. Yep, I'll bet. But I know I couldn't live in Florida in the summertime. There ain't no way. I just know there's no way I could do it. It's too hot. I remember when I was a teenager, I'd go to my aunts and uncles in Tampa every summer or for a couple summers, and no way, man. I mean, it gets so hot that you couldn't walk barefooted on the blacktop.
I've only been to Florida once, and it was this year to go to Disney. And of course, it was like 20, 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Freaking Florida. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man.
Yeah, see, John, I don't know if I could ever acclimate to that much heat. I have trouble with heat. I mean, I can't, I have trouble I think I had a mild heat stroke one time surfing, and they don't know if it was a stroke or a heat stroke, but ever since then, man, I'm real sensitive to the heat, to the sun. And
Oh, yeah, I'm the heat. I'm just fat, though. There's no real reason.
yeah, I just, and it's been that way since I had that heat stroke or stroke, whatever, up in Great Lakes surfing that time. And I literally, man, I can't, like if I go fishing in the daytime, I got to have shade. And that's probably why I fished at night most of the time, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Mark's
But
got steak and shake out there.
I did see a thing, and I'm going to order it actually on Timo, believe it or not, but it's like a clamp that you can put your umbrella on and it clamps to your lawn chair. And I will have one of those, especially with the little boat. I thought about getting a bimini top for the little boat, but It's like, well, damn, where am I going to cast at if I do that?
I bought a 30-foot pontoon years ago, and it had an 18-foot aluminum canopy on it.
Oh man, perfect.
I took the canopy off and sold it.
No, that's my dream boat right there, is a pontoon with a big canopy.
You couldn't fish
Seriously.
out of the daggone thing, man. You couldn't cast out of it. You couldn't set the hook on one. You just, the dang canopy was always in the way. I was like, this is a fishing boat. This ain't a lazy boat.
Well,
And
my ideal boat would be to have a, I don't know, say a 22-foot pontoon with a maybe 10-foot enclosure in the back part of it where I could, have a little bed and stuff and I could stay on it and then fish off the front.
I wouldn't recommend a 22-foot pontoon to anybody. No matter how big your boat is, you still run out of room. It's still not big enough.
Oh, yeah. Believe me.
In my opinion, you just get the biggest you can possibly afford. I had to travel.
Yeah.
I went clear down to Cumberland Lake to get that boat of mine.
It's me. You never
see very many 30s.
You never see them for sale with trailers. I'm like, geez, man, how you gonna buy a pontoon? You ain't got a trailer.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the guys buy them, and they put them right there at the lake. They stay on the lake.
Yep. I did see one a guy had for sale, and his price was high. And I sent him a message. I said, why is your price so high? And they had aluminum floor as opposed to wood. And I thought, well, I can understand.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Every now and then somebody will not realize that's such a valuable piece of the puzzle, and they don't upcharge for it. I've seen it. I've found a few that way, but most people realize, everybody's told them like, oh, aluminum's.
Yeah, I understand they're like a big sailboat and everything, but I mean, if I had one, I would put it on one of the lakes from here south, probably down around Bloomington. They have Monroe Reservoir, is a pretty big place, and I'd just put it down there and put it in have to rent a slip every year. And then when I went to go fishing, I'd find my fishing spots, and I'd probably keep the little gray boat and just pull it behind it, find a nice cove and anchor the pontoon / sleeping cabin thing off there and use the little boat to go fishing. I don't know.
Well, that pontoon, a lot of are 8 feet wide, and so I bought an 8x8, little pop-up canopy.
Yeah.
And had it folded up and laying in one of the compartments, and we needed a canopy bad enough. I actually had 2 of them on there. There were times that I put both of them up side by side.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, actually, I'm getting ready. I got to run to my storage. I got an easy up I need to get to put on the back porch. Yeah, see, 20 foot, I think it's big too. I'm with you, Dave. I think 20 foot's a big pontoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to figure I've not been around them a lot, pontoons anyway, but and 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be by myself anyway. Almost 10 times out of 10.
In that situation, it might not be that big a deal. I mean, a 20-foot boat of any size is a pretty good sized boat. It just, I don't know, for some reason, it just feels like on a pontoon.
Well, I seen one on Facebook Marketplace, and it had an 8x8 cabin built on it. And it had enough, it had the little spot where the driver was, and then on the other side, it had a bunk built with storage underneath it. And behind where the driver was, they had a little kitchenette thing built. And I'm like, that's all I'd need, man. I can whip that thing in some tight spots. Yeah, see, that's where I'm not worried about, because first off, I'm not in a hurry, so I'd get in my little pontoon and be just above idle most of the time, going wherever I was going. And I'd like to have something I could get there, unload my stuff, get in it and take off and just get away from people for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen
ours.
that, John. Yeah, I did.
How I had a grill on mine, a bake tank, the couches you could sleep on.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
there was a lot of room, but I was kind of spoiled, I guess. That was my first and only pontoon. Everybody's like, "You're telling me you've never even been on a pontoon, and the first thing you're going to buy is 30 foot?" I'm like, "Yep."
Yep. Might
Hey,
well
and
start big.
people always said like, "Man, they're so hard to load and unload. Especially one that big, it's going to suck." Dude, I drove that thing up on a trailer like a bass boat. It was no problem whatsoever.
Yep. The only time it'd be a problem is if the wind's blowing.
Well, even then, if you leave your trailer far enough up out of the water, I mean,
Yeah.
in my opinion, 90% of, well, maybe not 90, but a lot of people put their trailers in way too deep. You don't have to be that deep.
Yep. And like you said, once you get up there and they get set in the boards, the pontoons do, you just nail it and use the motor and put yourself up on there.
Yeah. And especially when a longer pontoon, you're way out there deeper. You have absolutely no issues or no issue with like bottoming out or whatever.
I just like to have something I'd be able to sleep on. And then if the weather's crappy, I can still be out there and, have the poles cast out on the front and sit there and watch, get a fish, and go out and get it. Yeah, Mark, when I get up there, I'll let you scare the hell out of me. That's not a problem. Just remember the life you might save is mine.
We went down and fished Reelfoot Lake one year, and that lake is really shallow in most areas and really stumpy for crappie.
Yeah.
And a lot of like marshy swamp stuff. I can't remember. There was a couple movies they filmed down there, flying through the marshes and between the trees and stuff. We couldn't find the crappie. We couldn't even find the fishermen.
Huh.
They just had a tornado or something went through there, and it was all messed up. But the place we were staying, the guy used to be a guide on the lake. He said, "I bet I know where everybody's at." I said, "I bet they're back over here in this one area." I said, "I have no idea how to get over there." He said, "Well, it's real tricky. You got to know how to get through here. You ain't making it." He said, "Hop in the boat and I'll run you over there real quick, and that way you know how to get there." I said, "Okay." Dude, that guy scared the shit out of me. Flying. He turned that boat, kick it sideways, and it like we skipped like a rock. And then take off and shoot through some trees. I said, "There ain't no way in hell I know where the hell we are. And there ain't no way I'm trying to come this way with our boat. It ain't happening." And he was right. When we got to the area he was looking at, there were people everywhere.
No kidding.
Yeah, everybody knew that the fish had moved over in this one area. That's where everybody was. I did actually find it and get us there the next day, but the fishing was terrible.
I heard Reelfoot Lake before.
Yeah, I think it's overfished now. I think it used to be just phenomenal. Big crappie lake is actually created by, I think it was an earthquake. It created a big old crack, a big old sinkhole, and I think it was the Mississippi River flowed backwards to fill that place up until it was full. But yeah, it's crazy. Now we didn't catch. I think we caught a few crappie, but we were catching the biggest bluegill I ever seen in my life.
Oh, don't tell me that. That's my.
I love God,
bluegill. They're my favorite fish to catch.
Dude, these things were like 10-inch pie pans. Better 10-inch pie pan. They were huge, man, and thick as can be. You're like, good Lord.
That's my favorite fish right there as far as eating goes.
I think it's. I haven't done any research or looked at it for a long time. There used to be a lot of ads from a place called Blue Bank Resort there.
Yeah.
What lake is it? Reelfoot.
Oh, Reelfoot. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Reelfoot Lake.
Where's that at? I know I've heard
Tennessee.
of it. Is it in Tennessee? Okay, that's why. I knew I'd heard of it. I just couldn't remember where it was. And a lot of, I just want to go down south and catch some big bluegill. I mean, because compared to here, what they consider average bluegill down there, we consider big up here. You know what I mean? So that's just been one of my bucket list things would be to go somewhere and get a guide, like go to Reelfoot, get a guide one time and learn the fish where and how to fish that particular body of water.
Yeah.
And then from then on, I can go down by myself. I'm not going to snag on the guide's fishing spots, but I'll know what to look for and where the fish are. Because, for instance, the place me and Dad go in the summertime, if you don't know, you're not going to catch any fish. Because the only place you're going to find them is out in the lake in about 20 to 22 foot of water. And, then you got to run. We always use slide bobbers with crickets.
Yeah, Dave, around here, not a lot, some of our boat ramps all have handicap ramp accessible boat loading to where you can pull your boat up. It's a big ramp. It has different levels depending on how tall or deep your boat is. And you can pull right up next to it and somebody can, load and unload with the wheelchair. When I had that pontoon, we took a lot of guys out in wheelchairs on that pontoon, and that's how we went to those ramps that had wheelchair ramps on them.
John, my first trip when I get working again and start making a little bit of money, my first trip, I'm going to come down and see you, maybe in the fall time or something. I don't know. I don't want to come during your busy time. I actually I've never bass fished before. I'll go down bass fish with you. I've never done it before. I'd like to learn how. It's too much work for me. That, and I have to have one of them stools or a seat or something because I can't stand up that long.
I've bass fished ponds and stuff, and when I was a kid, my dad bass fished some. I remember, I don't know how many bass I ever caught. I think very many, but the one that sticks in my mind the most is I was trying to throw this weedless frog up on the bank, and I snagged the limb over the bank, and I was yanking and yanking. That thing was smacking the water, and finally that thing popped off there, and when it hit the water, dude, the water exploded fast. A big one, I don't know if it was 5 pounds. To me that was humongous.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of that thing. We put it on the stringer. We was going to eat it. Well, our trolling motor battery died, and it was real windy, and the wind just kept blowing us farther and farther down the lake, and we're trying to paddle and trying to flag somebody down to tow us in. It was a trolling motor, electric only lake, and we ended up clear down towards the dam against the rocks. That damn boat smashed that bass and killed it.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, just mangled the thing. And, we was in a fiberglass, but, we was poor.
Yeah. No,
we was in a fiberglass boat. I was devastated. I remember just crying like a baby because I was like, the biggest fish I ever caught in my life. We just killed it for nothing.
I know Dad caught an 18 3/4 inch crappie up at Salamone, and all my life, it's the only fish he ever kept. He was going to have it stuffed, and we got some pictures of it, and somebody stole it out of the live well that night, or out of the live net. Because, people, it was the talk around the marina there at this lake, because that lake up there is unheard of, and it ain't even close to that big. And, somebody stole that fish out of the live net. Yeah, see, I'd like to fish a top water and like you said, just to watch it explode when they hit them. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be real cool. Yep, I'm ready to go fishing. We're gonna go bluegill fishing this evening. I may go live. I don't know yet.
I'll be live here in a little bit. Jackie just made me a thumbnail, and
nice.
I'm not sure exactly what time we get started.
Zach has to let me know when you do, and we'll kill this, and we'll all go over and watch fish. That's more fun anyway.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I was torn between going. If the little dog hadn't woke me up at 4:30, 4 to 5, I probably wouldn't have went live today. Because I was dragging yesterday. I was feeling rough. I feel better today, but I'm not all the way up and awake to realize whether I feel good enough to do crap or not. I'm going fishing regardless. No kidding. He came out of the water, comes down and lands on the bait on the way down. That's
That's
cool.
crazy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, and Mark, I'm with you. Sometimes if you go places and you catch fish and there ain't no signal, sorry. I'm going fishing. I'm not going YouTubing.
Yeah.
You can always video up and post it later. Because there's, unless it was one of them, YouTube tournament things or whatever, I don't have to go live and don't go live that much anyway. I always think the fish quit hitting when I go live. I swear by it.
There is some coincidental there.
Yep.
Turn the camera on, the fish turn off.
Yep, I swear. Morning, Catfish Hammer and Models. I was doing stand day the first year he done it. I got out to my reservoir here in town carp fishing, and I got there about an hour early and started fishing. And I catch 2 or 3 fish, and 10 minutes before it goes live, I catch a nice carp, a big one. And I'd take some clips of it and stuff. And come time to go live and stand day, I hit live, and I never caught another fish all day. Not one. Seriously,
Well,
it's happened more than once.
Last week stand day, me and Zach get out. We haven't been on the water for a while, so we went out, started scanning. We found fish in the area that they've been typically hanging out in the high water. We pulled up and looked at them and said, "Man, there's a lot of fish here, but I'm not sure if they're catfish or not," because we side scanned them.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, we got about an hour before the show starts. We'll throw a couple lines out and see if we can get a couple bites, and if not, we'll find another spot before we go live." We threw lines out. Man, they didn't hit the water. Every rod started going down. We had a 15, a 19, a 37, and a 44 in the boat at the same time.
Damn.
We're like, shit, we shouldn't have done that. That going it now we don't know if we're going to be any fish left for we go live. So we got them all in, took pictures, got everything all everything was tangled crazy, cut all of our lines, relined everything, got everything back together, and waited for an hour with no bait in the water for the stand to go live. And then we was like, all right, there's monsters in here, man. Who's caught some big ones. And sorry, Zach just messaged me. We went live, and we caught like 5 within the first 15 minutes, but none of them were over 18 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was like, Zach, going up, we caught them all before the damn live started.
I swear by it, because it's happened to me more than one time. And it got to where if I was going fishing, I'd have my camera set up, and if I got a fish on, I'd hit the record button on the camera, run over and catch fish, and just make video of it. Because if I went live, I just didn't catch any fish. It amazed me. Yeah. So I believe in it. That's just my theory, though. I'm superstitious like that.
I'm not really.
No, it's like dirt bike racing. I had to have a sausage McMuffin with cheese on the way to the race every time. I don't know why, but the first time I got it, I think I placed real well that day, and I was like, okay. So every time I went racing after that, I'd stop and get a sausage McMuffin with cheese. Actually, I'd get 2 of them and throw one up in the dash in the sun to stay halfway warm.
Yeah.
And it was my superstition.
Yeah, I know. I've never been that way. Like bananas on the boat and all that other crazy stuff.
Yeah, I don't understand the banana thing. I've heard them talk about that before. I didn't have any idea what they were talking about.
So the banana thing actually started way back in pilgrimage and ships going to port, and they would go pick up loads of bananas, and they had spiders and all kinds of stuff in there, and the crew would get bit by one of these spiders. That every time they picked up bananas, somebody got bit by a spider, and they didn't have the medicine like we do now.
Yeah.
It kills somebody or make them extremely ill. So every time they put bananas on their boat, somebody got ill or died, and so they associated it's bad luck. It's something bad's going to happen if you put bananas on the boat, and that carried on.
What that is. Okay, I understand now.
That's carried on all the way till now as a superstition. It started as a fact, but it's a superstition basically.
Yep, I have to adhere to that one. I know we always had a superstition as far as road motorcycles went. You never painted them green for some reason. My brother had that superstition. I don't even remember what it was about, but we my whole life is if you had a street like a chopper or whatever and you was building it, you just didn't paint it green. I am getting ready to get his Harley back that a friend of ours built it, and my brother had it and then took it all apart and was going to make a long hardtail chopper out of it or something. This is when he was in the height of his drug problem. And I'm going to get the bike back and whatever's left of it from his wife. What's yellow and smells like banana? A banana? Monkey spit. I like it.
Oh man, I used to work at Walmart distribution, and they I can't remember what the chemical is, but they put them bananas in these big ripening rooms. They come in, they can ripen them as fast or as slow as they want, but there's always that condensation that builds up on the top layers of each pallet of bananas. I was teaching this guy. I was a trainer. I was training this guy how to fill orders for stores for the bananas, and he grabbed a top case off and a bunch of liquid poured onto his face. He said, what is that? I said, man, that happens, man. That's monkey pee. I said, the monkeys, they try to hang out with these trucks until they get there. And I said that they piss on the top because they're trying to get the bananas out the top. Boy, he about threw up. He started turning white on me. And I'm like, dude, I'm kidding. It's just condensation. He's like, oh God, it was hilarious. So that's monkey piss, man. Get that off of you. But to be honest, there were times that like we would pull in big loads of bananas and stuff, and there'd be like a big iguana or lizard or something come out of the damn thing and take off through the warehouse.
No kidding. I was wondering about spiders and stuff. Yep.
There were spiders too, but yeah, the lizards were the crazy.
I had a couple of iguana pets when I was a kid. Aristotle and Plato was their names. I didn't really care much for them. They weren't much pets, but my brother and mom were into them. I thought they sucked as pets myself. They wouldn't cuddle on your pillow.
What's up, Bernie Brown?
DTEB, what's up? And then I hear the birds start.
Yeah, they Ernie, that's the same thing. They gas them at Walmart. The funny thing is, and it's crazy because I'm the one who figured this out. We kept having problems with our tomatoes ripening quickly, and if you put bananas next to any other fruit, it'll make it ripen faster. That's it.
Yep. Yes, they will.
And I was like, well, and I know that, and I was working in the warehouse. I said, well, don't you think it's coincidental that all these tomatoes that are staged right outside the banana rooms, and we open these gassed rooms, that all of our tomatoes are ripening and going bad?
Yep.
Or not tomatoes. It wasn't tomatoes. It was something else because it's a different temperature for tomatoes. Anyway, I said, we need to move them, get them out of this aisle and move it to the other side and put other items in this aisle that won't be affected by the bananas.
Yeah. Yep.
And it ended up being a big deal. Saved us tons of money.
Yep. Banana thing. Yep. For a fact. I would set my mangoes next to them.
That's why you don't leave them in a bag either. People buy them and they put them in the clear bag. They bring them home. You got to get them out of that bag unless you're trying to ripen them, because they will ripen faster being contained in that bag.
Big dirty footprints all over them. We had to wear steel-toe boots. Yep.
Do what?
Oh,
I
John
can't read that much.
Smallwater says, I was in the lumber business in the 90s. We'd get mahogany from South America. The boards would have big, dirty, bare footprints all over them.
Huh?
We had to wear steel-toed shoes, and there they are, barefoot. Yeah.
Huh.
You're right, Mark. The chemical stuff they do to our food. We eat poison every day. Don't let nobody kid you. That's why we are as fat like we are and stuff like that. You ever see the picture of the beach scene? Same beach from the 70s and the 20s, okay? The one in the 70s, all the people are skinny in it. 99% of the people on that beach are skinny. And the modern day photo, 90% of the people on that beach are overweight. You tell me why. And I mean, it's, and it's bad when, and I will use the example of ketchup because that's the easiest one for people to get. The ketchup that the Heinz ketchup in America and Canada, if you get the bottles and set them next to each other, they're different because we put chemicals in our ketchup that they will not let them put them in Canada.
Oh, the United States has a ton of foods that are like that, tons.
Yep.
That's why we buy a lot of stuff at Aldi. Aldi comes, I don't know where the Aldi comes from.
They're Germany. They're from Germany.
Germany,
yep.
Yeah.
Aldi
So
has great stuff.
A lot of their food automatically comes without so many chemicals and dyes because it's illegal there. Yeah, we buy a lot of Aldi's.
Yeah, I like Aldi's, and that's where I buy my slabs of ribs at. Actually, they're baby back ribs or whatever. They're awesome.
Yeah,
and I buy them there, and I get my milk there just because it's cheaper. But yeah, Aldi's has a lot of good stuff. You just got to shop around and find it.
Well, I can tell you from working at like a Walmart distribution. I worked there for 17 years as a warehouse manager. And when I would get loads of produce in, that we have to grade it, and we have QC come out and check it, and then they go through a series of tests. They take samples of whatever percentage of the load is, and if they reject it, we reject the load. While the driver has to get rid of that shit, so he'll go sell it to Aldi's, and he'll sell it to some of these other. That's why when you go in there, it's always got different name brand produce and stuff. You can't go in normally and get the same thing. It's just to Walmart is like, look, 20% of this load's bad. I don't have time to go through and get 20% out to save the 80%. We don't have time. Well, Aldi's and a lot of these other stores say, yeah, we'll take it. We'll go through and get all the bad out, and we'll sell the good. And they get it for little to nothing, and that's how they pass the savings on, because they're buying it so cheap.
I was in
most of it's rejected from somewhere else.
I was in Aldi's last week, I think it was, and they had some fresh green beans that actually looked awesome. They had fresh green beans and the fresh French green beans or whatever they are, and they looked good. I mean, I like, heck, I'm buying some of them, make me a big pot of green beans.
Little Debbie kills more people than fentanyl. What?
Yeah,
you're probably right.
Hey, y'all leave little Debbie alone. Me and her are personal friends. She's in my house all the time.
I don't eat very many. Trust me, I eat lots of terrible things I shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, me too.
I completely ruined all that work I put into losing all that weight. Mm-hmm. I'm still down from where I was, but I gained too much back. Being with Jackie and the kids, man, there's always snacks and food and cookies and Girl Scouts, and there's just always, and it's not their fault, it's my fault because I'm weak.
Me too. I won't buy Girl Scout cookies anymore. You get the box is about the same size, but they made the plastic insert bigger, and they put maybe 12 cookies in there or so. I got so mad the last time I bought them. And it ain't the Girl Scouts' fault. You know what I mean? I understand that, but it's like, you pay X amount. You like and I use the mint thins as the prime example. It used to be you'd buy a thing of mint thins and they'd be 2 sleeves. You'd probably have 30 cookies or something.
That's
I'm
how
just
ours
like,
are right now.
I'm so mad at the Girl Scout cookies. The last ones I bought, it's been a few years back, but I'm like, you got to be kidding
Well,
me.
here's something most people don't know is not all Girl Scout cookies are made the same. They're not. They go by region. We have a different baker in our region than Columbus has. We have different cookies available than what Columbus has.
Really?
We have a different baker. Yeah. And our baker that we had 2 years ago was better. The cookies were better 2 years ago than they are now. But you can go to a different region and they have a different baker and they can taste different. Now they have the same ingredients, they have all the whatever, but they make them a little bit different and they taste a little bit different.
Huh.
Yep. Fact.
Damn, that hurts right there. That sucks.
After Chad said he won't eat them after he found out what's in them. Ugh. That probably goes for 90% of our food, though. I don't want to know.
Yeah, like I like to say, I love sausage. I don't want to know how it's made.
Oh, we know.
What was the one that I equated? I forget now. Go ahead. But there's one that, oh, what was it? Some food. And I was like, I don't care. I don't want to know how they make it. I'm doing something real quick here. What is the date today? Let's see. Today is the 14th. Okay.
There you go, Sean.
No boys in the Girl Scouts now, suckers. That thanks, Daddy us. Okay. Heavy metals and toxins. I heard something about that heavy metals things. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, actually, yeah, there's a class action lawsuit about it. I remember. That's what I was thinking of. I heard something about it. Aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury. All the good metals you need to be consuming. Well, like my buddy's bringing that beef over here this afternoon. That's the one thing I get that I know is basically chemical free. They're grown locally and sold locally. Let's see. We're looking for. There we go. I'm looking for a debit on my bank account real quick. I'll be right with you. Nice to see gas was going down a little bit. So today, that's the 19th. Today is the 14th. 5 days. Damn, it's going to be close. Do I look like I eat healthy food? Exactly. Exactly. I need to start. Actually, I need to go. I don't really have the money, but I need to get a hold of Planet Fitness and see what it. I know it's $10 a month, but the guy sent me an email a couple months ago and said I could get it without having to pay a fee for joining or whatever. I just got to dig the email up and print it out. What, you mean everything on Facebook isn't true? I didn't know that. Damn. I'm going to have to change how I do things. That's right. If it's on the internet, it has to be true. I agree, John, 100%. Oh, lost Roger, didn't we? So I'll throw the thing back up in case he wants to come up again, or in case anyone else wants to come up, actually. Yep. I hope that wind don't pick up here until after evening time. It'd sure be nice. That way I get a little crappie fishing in this afternoon. I'd like to keep some, but damn, I hate cleaning fish. Yeah, there we go. I done it right that time. Okay, cool. Cool, man. That's all cool. See, we know how you is, biatch. Oh, shit. Yeah, I wish I hadn't left my bluegill fishing tackle box in my buddy's truck. I could go fishing. I'd just be what it's starting to break daylight now. Yeah, I would just go fishing this morning too, and go fishing again this afternoon. But the best part about this place, if you only got 2 hours, you can catch 25 bluegill or so keepers. And little Lindsay's Ivory. Pretty much, unless, even most of the seeds are GMO seeds these days. I mean, you can't get away from science trying to make food more productive. I'm over it. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I've never heard the saying in my life. The goats and the does and but little lambs eat ivy. Never heard it before. Goodness gracious. Well, I forgot I was going to show something to you guys, and I forgot what it was. Let me see if I can get a reminder over here. No, I did get me a mosquito net that hangs over your hat. Uh-oh, am I froze up? I am, ain't I? Dagnabbit. Wow, that sucks. Hmm. You can hear me, but it ain't. I don't know what to do. Well, shit. Interesting. I wonder if I've been having problems with my internet. No, oh, don't do that. That's not what I want. There we go. Looks like it's starting to move a little bit now. There it is. It's back. Okay, Mark, I'm glad to know you were watching this without your britches on. It's a whole new respect for you, buddy. Be safe out there, man. If that wind's blowing as hard as they say, you're probably safer staying on the bank anyway, but depends on if you can get out of the wind on the bank too, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I've been told. That's how I hit the space bar. Don't know nothing about that. Oh, that's how I hit space bar. Hey, no problem, dude. Come on up. I'm here. I'm probably gonna hang out till 8 and then I'm done. You know, Ernie, mine's been acting up the last couple of days too. So actually longer than that. But I don't know if the PC one, if that's the internet or if it's my little it's like a plug-in receiver for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. No pants, come on. Oh, hold on, I gotta get me a Red Bull, guys. I'll be right back. Sun's coming up almost. We got about 15 minutes. Oh, shoot. What was that? Hold on, Ernie. I'm coming right back. I had to get a Red Bull. Come back up there, Goofy. I seen you pop up as I was getting ready to get out of my chair. So pop back up there, you knucklehead. It's fine. Knee's gonna hurt today for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's the weather or something. Oh, I know. It's because I done the exercises yesterday. What's up, man?
A whole lot, hurting like crazy, man. Been trying to get everything caught up in the yard so I can get started on that boat.
I don't even want to think about the yard yet. I got so many sticks to pick up.
Well, I fired the old mower up and dusted it and got it ready to go.
Well, I got to there he is. I got to empty the wheelbarrow first. It's got branches in it from this fall. I got to wheel it out back and dump them in the burn pile, and then go around and pick sticks up.
I'll tell you what, that battery jump pack I got from Temu, man, that is a lifesaver. I'll tell you, it is worth the money. I'm gonna buy me another one just to have a backup.
What is it? A jump pack?
Yep.
Yeah. You know,
All right. Ernie, you go over.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask Ernie if he was going over to Rocky Fork.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't really made up my mind what I'm doing today. I really don't have the money to drive over there. That's the problem. We're working on the bills right now. A buddy of mine just passed away. He used to hunt with and everything, friend of the family. That's the veteran that passed away. It's his brother.
Gotcha.
So I'll probably want to go to his funeral. We messed with his son. He come down here one night, wanted to go hunting. He was sick. His dad told him he wasn't going to go unless he got, feeling better. So I went in there, fixed up some chicken noodle soup. I took the noodles out and used the broth, and I put a teaspoon of pepper in it, a teaspoon of red crushed pepper seeds in it, and I boiled it, put it in the cup. I said, drink that. That'll break that head cold up. He didn't even get a quarter of a cup. He might have got 2 or 3 sips out of it, and his nose busted open and started running. Usually when you go to sleep on our hunting trips. If you're the first one that goes, you're in trouble. I'm sorry.
Yep.
There was me, his dad, Chrissy was here, and we took and got the old man to slide into bed with him after he went to sleep. We put makeup on him. We took pictures. And we got it here still today. Now he's married and got kids. I just wonder how well his wife would like to see that picture.
I was going to say, that sounds like good.
Oh, she'd like- I could make a good Christmas card.
You know what? Thank you, Roger. I ain't sent him one. Now the boy, last time I heard, he's doing real good though. He was working for Swan's Cleaners up here in Columbus until they closed down. I don't know what he's doing now. But yeah,
I just hopped back in because Jackie called me with the kids and wanted to talk to me this morning, kicked me out. But I'm actually almost to the boat ramp. So.
Okay, let me know if you want to go live on yours. We'll shut this down and I'll come over here and be honest with you. Wait, there's Marky Mark.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. We got to catch bait and everything first. Skip was out yesterday. He said the bait was real tough. So I'd like to say we'll be live within an hour, but depends on the bait.
All right.
Well,
jump in and send us a message and we'll all head that way.
Yeah, we was at Blinko and didn't even get a good bite. She got one small one, but I think it was a little baby messing around with that.
Hey, morning, Lee Evans.
What's up,
Blinko is normally good when the fish move in, but the fish are still staged out kind of deep on Rocky Fork. I marked them all in 30 foot of water. Really, there was a ton. Water temp the other day when I was out was 43 to 44. I found some coves that were 52, and there wasn't even bait in there.
Mark, you got to get the boat out of the garage to catch the fish.
Oh, yeah, I got to get set up. I'm going to bank fish today.
He's practicing.
I'm practicing. I'm daydreaming. It's been so long.
Man, dude, I honestly almost got one of my poles out and put one of them round sinkers on it. Looks like a little round medicine ball. Maybe
Cannonball.
6 or 8 ounces, and I was going to go out and cast in the backyard. I swear, I almost did yesterday. Hey, Kevin, I need to get.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna hop off here.
All right.
You guys have a good one, and I'll see you real soon.
All right, Raj. Be careful, buddy.
Drop me a note or a text or
See
something
ya.
and let me know you're going live so I can send everybody over that way.
Well, we'll just see who has their bell notification on. How's that?
Oh, okay, that'll work. I got mine on. I don't ever. Well, I get so many of them. Half the time I don't see them.
You know, I got my bell notifications set on a bunch of channels. It doesn't even, I don't get notifications, and it doesn't even show up in my subscription. So I don't know what else to tell anybody. It's ridiculous.
I've got a few. Yeah, I've got a few like that I go and I made sure it's set to all, and I still don't get anything. But I do get notifications from some, so I know it's not like a broadband problem. But some I don't get at all ever.
Some of them I do get. That's absolutely true. But when they don't even, if I'm at home on my desktop and I click on subscriptions, if somebody's live, it should show up, but it doesn't. I think David from Double Hook was live yesterday. Had no clue. I worked from my desk all day, or most of the day, I should say, and it didn't show up until this morning on my subscription.
Yeah.
Usually, if I look at my subscriber thing, there's usually a red dot if they're live.
Yep.
And I'll scroll through and look for someone with the red dot. But hey, Kevin.
All right, guys, I'm hopping out.
All right, buddy. Be careful.
We'll see you guys.
Kevin, I need to get with you and talk. I need to ask you some questions about lithium batteries. I know you were testing some, so I'll get with you. I'll send you an email or a message on Facebook or something one day. I'm going to end up buying one later this year. I don't know much about them, and it won't be till I get back to work anyway. It's a slow process getting all my stuff back up and running.
What are you going to use the battery for, buddy?
Trolling motor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for my little gray boat. How this thing get no damn volume on there? How's it get volume? Yeah, there we go. Oh, my woodpecker's here. I can hear him.
Just
Crack the door a little bit and see if you can hear him. Yeah, probably not. No, y'all can't hear him. He comes back every spring. He'll be here all summer. Every morning he's out there hitting that tree, the same tree or something. Thought it was Friday for 3 hours. Oh, goodness. I've never seen this woodpecker. There's trees out there past the back of the yard there, and I know he's back in there. One of these days I'm going to go out there and see if I can see him.
yeah, we got one that's small. People think it's a woodpecker, but it ain't a woodpecker. There's a little bitty fella. He's spotted.
Yeah, this one here, he's got to be big because you can hear him, man. He thumps. He's usually a good alarm clock to let you know the sun's going to be coming up pretty quick.
That makes you wonder how come they don't get a headache, don't
Yep.
it?
Sun will be coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, the sun will come up tomorrow. Fun fishing adventures. Good morning. Oh, really? You got it through Amazon? Excellent. Yeah, when's Amazon Prime Day? If it's after the end of summer, then that's a bummer. Well, then again, who knows? I may not. I'm in the process of getting everything back up for my appraising business. It's just kind of I got to get everything fired back up to be able to do the appraisals, and then I got to start sending out emails to the lenders I used to do appraisals for and let them know that, my father passed away and I'm available to do appraisals now. Hey, Sappy, good morning, buddy. And then hopefully I'll get put into rotations. Because all lenders use what's called an AMC. It's appraisal management companies. And what they do is they have a bank of appraisers in each area, and it rotates. One, order comes in, the appraiser at the top gets it, and it slowly moves up the line, And I don't want to start doing them till I'm sure everything's good and nothing's going to get in my way. Like what Dad would get sick every time I start one, so I ended up just not doing anymore. So he posted you were well doing, right? You weren't supposed to tell nobody that, man. That was private. I just wanted a critique of my ad. Now I'm going to have to change everything. Dagnabbit. Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service, Kansas City, Missouri, 46999. That's where that's got to go. Then I got 4 other ones. That one there's the 2024, and then the 4 other ones are all go to a different address. Good morning, Misplaced Country Girl. So I think I'm going to put those 4 in one of them boxes at the post office and have it all delivered in it at one time. And I'm like, anytime you send something to the IRS, you have to have it registered where somebody signs for it, because otherwise they will tell you they didn't get it.
Oh, yeah.
I had it happen twice to me.
Yeah, if the water was a little bit warmer, I'd go fishing, but it's from the bank. You ain't going to do nothing around here. It's 32 at Lake Logan where we usually catch crappie at. I don't see nothing happening over there either.
That water's just above freezing.
All I ever do is get in and out of this boat when I'm out here. In and out, in and out. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to get the leaf blower out and blow all the leaves out of the little boat. And I gotta see if I got any gas for it first. If I don't have any gas, then I gotta see if I got any premix. And I don't
Yeah, that's
know
probably
if I
what I'll
got
do today.
coke oil or not. But somebody give Dad that leaf blower, I don't know, 6 or 8 years ago, and it fires right up. And I don't know why they got rid of it.
Yeah, I'll probably go out today and fire up the rotillers and stuff like that and get everything ready to roll.
Yes, they get everything ready before time. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling after a storm blows through, I can start digging. Sooner I get the garden dug up, but after I dig it though, before I plant it, I want to run it through and bust it up again, but it'll be a lot faster.
Yeah. Somebody's home. Is that a 3-car garage there or what? Heck yeah.
Yeah, kind of. It's an undersized one. I can't get my truck in this thing the long way, and the boat won't fit the long way either. So it's
Really?
like 19. Yeah, it's only like 19 by 28. So kind of worthless, but it's technically a 3-car.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I shouldn't complain. So.
Yep. I've never had a garage that. Well, I had one when I was married. We had one. It was a 2-car garage, and there was actually a wall between them. And the one next to the kitchen, the wife would pull the van in it. The other side was the dirt bike shop.
Yeah, it's pretty much, this whole thing's pretty much a shop and a boat storage. That's about it.
Yeah.
I ain't got room to move in here. I'm like walking around all the time. That's probably the truth for anybody though,
Yeah, mine, when we moved in, it's all that crap, man, I can't even walk through. There's a little path goes to the freezer, and that's it right now. I can't even get the Harley out right now.
Bobbers. All right, I got to pack up some.
Or my girl motorcycle, as John would say.
When I had my motorcycles, I took up this whole side in here. That was a while back. Man, we've been in this house since 97. All right, what color jigs do you think I should take? Pink? Pink it is. Right? Look at that. Some pinks.
Yeah, in this place, I got to build a few of those raised beds about 4 foot off the ground.
Hunter's orange.
There you go. Good morning, Kelly.
Morning, Kelly Bullock. How are you, buddy? Seen you out there in the stream yesterday fishing. Heck yeah.
Little brother out there losing lures.
Yeah, I seen him catch a little bitty fish, and I was like, man, just hook that back on him and cast him out there and catch something big with him. Misplaced Country Girl, I thought about doing a raised garden like that, but it costs too much money for me to build one. Actually, I got plenty of room back there to plant a garden.
If you just want something a little small, all you need is a 55-gallon barrel, cut it in half long ways.
Yeah.
Build you a frame and put screws in it. Is all you have to do. Put holes in the bottom, and you got it.
Yep.
I want to build me one just to put my lettuce and green onions in.
You mean to grow them in it?
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because if I leave them down, I only got 2 rabbits running around here. They'll annihilate the lettuce bed.
Yeah.
They don't
That's
care
it.
too much for the onions.
That's
did
the
that.
other thing here. I'd have to do that too because there's so many damn rabbits around here.
Or you can buy chicken wire and go around it. I did that too.
Yeah.
I hear you, Kelly.
I'd just make me some jigs. Yep, I wish I had that capabilities, but I don't.
Yeah, these are all ones that I made. So
Yep. I was gonna say, but when you got friends that send you some, it's all right. I got what I need. It's just left the damn. If I hadn't left that tackle box in Glenn's truck, I'd went this morning fishing and went again this afternoon.
I never know what to take with me. So I always end up taking too much.
Yeah, well, it's better to take it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Yeah. Wait. Chartreuse. Or what weight to take? I'll take some 1/16 and some 1/32. That should be good. And then I got to figure out which one to tie on. All right, we got gold, we got white. I think we're good.
Gold, white, and pink.
Gold, white, pink, and Hunter's orange. That seems to work pretty good.
Yeah, I'll say that orange might work this time of year.
Jerry Parker sure likes them Hunter orange ones. I sent him a bunch, and those are the ones he keeps using. So, oh, all right. I understand.
You're
If
right.
you're catching fish on them, no need to stop.
Yeah, no kidding. He got like a 2-pounder.
Wow.
Right, now I need some. The 2-pound crappie
Oh,
this
crappie.
week.
That's
Yeah.
big. Yeah, especially up north here. Morning, Chris. How are you, buddy?
I think he was out testing the Mad Cat sent him a crappie rod, so he was out there messing around with it.
We're lucky to see 14 inches around here.
Yep, I got it. That's what she said. I got a new bluegill rod I'm dying to use. So
I did
today,
get to see one that weighed almost a pound. I mean, real close, but some woman called it out of Lake Logan, and like I said, that's a rare catch right there.
heck yeah,
Most of them is usually 9 and 10,
yep.
and I won't keep nothing like that. It's just too small to me.
What, a 10-inch crappie? That's perfect.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, Ernie?
You don't get much off of it. You barely get enough off of a 14.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious. Over here, you're lucky to even catch anything really any size to it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Mom right down the road here, about a mile away at Tar Holler. She usually go down and catch 3-4 pound bass. You're lucky to catch a 12-incher down there now, 14.
Looking for all my weighted bobbers, because I really got to chuck these way the hell out there. So
I seen those things. Now, if you're using the weighted bobber, you still have a split shot, or no? Your jig is the weight for taking it down.
the
right?
jig's the weight, and plus, there's a weight at the bottom of the bobber.
Okay, I've seen those. I wondered about them. And that just makes the bobber stand up.
It does.
Yeah, interesting. I've never used one. I've seen them before.
Did you ever see these floats, Buggy?
Yeah.
Oh, he left.
No, I'm here.
You ever see these floats?
I have, yes, but I don't know what they.
You fill them with water. You pull the one end up. You fill them with water as much as or as heavy you want to make them, and then you plug them back up, and there you go. They're for trout, man, mostly for like
Really?
fish and flies with
Wow.
spinning
Cool.
gear.
Really?
I ain't seen nothing like that.
I've never seen that before.
What's up, double hook, buddy?
It was a clear one that lit up.
All right, we got these. We got those. Now I got to pick some jig colors or some plastic colors.
I'll eat 4 or 5 crappies by myself, double hook.
Our
But that's all I eat, though. I won't eat nothing else with it.
little guy come watch his son come up.
You country folks are spoiled. You don't know the struggles of fishing in the city. The fish is so picked over 9 inches, man. That's a good crappie here. No joke. All right.
If I go to the city and fish, they ain't nothing there but little baby bluegill size of minnows.
Yeah, you watch your sunrise with me? Yeah. We'll go out. There's the sun. You want to go out and see it?
Need to put some holes in commercial fishermen's boat to make the laws better. Which they ain't gonna do nothing as long as you butter their bread for them.
Here, we don't have any commercial fishermen here. We just got bucket, but we call them bucket heads. They're the ones that fill their buckets and go home.
Yeah.
Man, don't
We got those too.
At a bluegill lake that we fished my whole life got killed out because these people come in from up northern Indiana, come down there and fish and literally filled big coolers up for the whole week. They'd fill them up with bluegill, hundreds and hundreds of them. And I remember, I can remember Mom saying something to him. We was there one time. I was probably in my 20s, and Mom finally got mad one day. She said, "Y'all know you fill them goddamn coolers up with that many fish. Eventually, there ain't gonna be none in these lakes for people to fish. My grandkids won't be able to catch none of these big bluegill."
Yep.
And they didn't want to hear it.
Big Mike, welcome in.
Hey, Big Mike, how you doing, buddy? How'd you end up doing last night? I had to go to bed. Good morning, Ashley Brady.
Hey, Mike, are you
you
all right? Mike, you all right after your fall, man? That looked nasty.
Yeah, he was fishing yesterday.
It don't mean he wasn't sore, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. There it is, guys. Look, it's the sun coming up. You want to go out now? Come on. Let's get the eyes outside. Come on, little guy. Let's go see the sun come up, buddy. There you go. One of these days you'll wish you could do that. Look at that. It's a good one, ain't it?
It's about like here in this place. You got to buy your soil here too. My ground's pretty much sand.
Look at that. That's a good one, little guy, ain't it? Huh? Now leave it going. Come back in when you want. Well, you can't get no treat, Joe. You didn't do that, boogie guy. Huh?
That buggy growling?
No, that's Toots.
Stevie Billy. Hey, Mr. Boogie guy, hold on. We're going to find out why you keep this.
Give me it.
There we go. Hold on. Let me get that side. Little guy, that's all you want to go get the sun and back in, huh? Okay, come on. There you go. Come on, little guy. That's my buddy right there, ain't it, huh? Yeah, he's my little buddy guy. That's my buddy guy. That was a nice sunrise. Huh? Oh.
At one time, I'd like to have a truckload of that.
Nice sunrise today. Man.
You go lay down and be good. Told you my back hurting. You don't understand that, do you? You're persistent.
Fish last night, Big Mike. I watched for a while, but I'd go to bed. I was sick for a couple of days. Like I said, Wednesday night I went to sleep, or I actually didn't even mean to go to sleep. Went in and lay down and messed with the little dog for a little bit, and woke up at 7:00 Thursday morning. And I knew I wasn't feeling good, but I never dreamed I'd have fell asleep and slept that long. That's just unusual for me. I'm usually up till 11 or so at least.
You're tying up jigs there in this place.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to do a little bank fishing this morning.
We're going to go bank fishing. I don't want to hear it, man. I should have went this. If my fault. I left my darn tackle box in my buddy's truck, or else I could go. I'd be loading up right now to go, actually. With the river drop, I'm going to have to find them again. Oh, okay, yeah. That sucks. Reckon you'll find them closer to the dam or something, maybe, Mike? Mm-hmm.
B&B, welcome in.
How you doing, Paul?
Yeah, they're still in the deep right now here too.
I guess we'll try hand tie. What do you guys think of that one?
Yep. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. It's got black on it, but just about
Black and chartreuse. Hopefully the water's clear. It might not be. Worst comes to worst, I'll just retie something else because I thought about switching it over, but
Jody.
Did Jody say she's still sick?
Morning, Jody.
Said her voice was still a little rough this morning.
Yeah, I was sick for like 3 weeks, so if she's got what's going around, don't expect a quick heal time. Hopefully that's not the case.
Dang, man. I hope that ain't what I had.
Well, it's 45 degrees out there. That's all right. I gotta get ready to go feed the chickens.
How many chickens you got, Ernie?
Only got 3.
Yeah.
Right now.
We'll try some of these crappie sliders in pink.
Hold on a minute. Let me pull you back up on full screen so I can see them. Hold on. Wait. There we go. Yeah.
Here, I'll pull one out. These are pretty neat.
I mean, that little flat tail thing on the end there. I've seen those. I haven't never used them.
They got 2 little tails on the end.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they're twins.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'd like to see them swim through the water. I'm gonna have to pick some of them up just to see.
They're pretty good on walleye too. If you get the bigger ones.
These are little ones. I got to figure out what other color. I figure I'll take 2 of these crappie scrubs. We'll try these. They're kind of a gold and silver color.
Yeah.
With a glittery tail. We'll try these, and then we got to go with the naturals. Well, these anything gold sparkly works good around here too because minnows are big for.
Yeah.
Minnows are gold. The shiners are here at least. There's one bag. Hold on, I gotta get some.
Actually, how you doing, honey? I ain't seen you in a while, but I ain't been around that much. Actually, how you doing, honey? I ain't seen you in a while. No way, man. Better turn that back on. The volume's on. It's supposed to stay off.
All right, Double Hook. Take care, buddy. Enjoy breakfast.
Monkey milk, responsible for the death of more crappies than any other color in the history of crappie fishing.
No kidding.
And I ain't even exaggerating. Oh, shit. And I also like bluegrass too. Monkey milk, these babies. These are nice too. These are the little itty bitty ones in Cajun cricket.
Mm-hmm. I think I got a
Cajun
few of
cricket.
those too.
I'm looking for bluegrass. I wanted to try on this body of water. They gotta be in here somewhere.
Oh man, I'm all right, Ash. I was sick the other day. I don't know if I'm still sick or not, and won't know till I've been up for a little bit longer, I think. But Wednesday afternoon, I started feeling kind of funky, and then I slept all night and till 7 in the morning yesterday, and I didn't feel good yesterday most of the day. I remember I run down yesterday to get some Red Bull at the gas station because I didn't have none, and coming home, I was like, man, please let me make it home. I thought I was going to get sick, and I didn't want to get sick in the car. I'm like, God, please let me make it home, please. 205, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you this morning. Good to see you any morning, actually. The sun's coming up through my window now. I have to close my blinds here directly. It's shining in here like right there. Ah, it's blinding me. Yep. Are you moving, did you say? Yeah, I got sick too. It sucked. I hate getting sick. Bum, bum, bum. Oh shoot, I know what I was gonna do. I'll be right back.
I'll wake up like that every morning, Ashley. I mean,
Oh, take me off a single spoon before you leave.
Okay. I was just looking at your
I was gonna put my avatar up in the having
no
adult.
worries. Bam, there we go.
yeah, we're just wanting to get a close-up view of all that nice fishing equipment and what we should be getting.
Uh-huh. I don't know if you should be getting, but it's what I like to use. All right.
Yep. Ashley, I hope I feel better today too. Right now I don't feel too bad, but I'm not gonna lie, I could go back in there and lay down and go back to sleep pretty easily.
Yeah, you're right, Mark. It don't matter. Everybody can have the same thing, but it might not work in your location.
You're 100% right. You know, pink isn't the greatest color here. I ain't even gonna lie, but pink seems to be like a great color for everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, for over here on bass, everybody uses black, dark purple, something real close to black, blue, and you can get it with a little glitter in it, and it works pretty good. But that's about all we see them do anything on over here.
Ashley, now you quit that.
And the same lake that Mom was catching them in. It
The
must have
proper way to do
changed.
that is say, Mark, you got a hanger.
Usually,
I got a what?
Nothing. I'm teasing Ashley. She said you had a booger in your nose, and I had you zoomed in, and I told her that the right way to say that is, yo, Mark, you got a hanger.
No, booger is fine. I wouldn't doubt it. It wouldn't be the first time.
It's that time of year, man. Springtime.
Yeah, they used to make a yellow worm that had like a double stripe on its back and a dot. that used to be real good down the road here where Mom caught the bass. That's all she would ever use down there. And I could never do anything with it, but I'll put a black on or a purple, dark purple, and it works. But still, again, the fish ain't there like they used to be. Maybe with them closing down for a year here at the park to redo their campgrounds and stuff, maybe it give the fish time to grow. And I was burning up 14-inch bass down there. I thought I was doing good.
Be doing good for here.
But I looked at the rules that said 15 inches, so I had to turn them all loose.
Ah.
I gotta find something else in my boat here.
I need to get me a trolling motor for the pontoon that way I can, like Roger's got. He's got me sold on that. If I could sell this van out here for about $2,500, I'd go buy it.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Me and 205 was going to raise some hot peppers this year. If the seeds work out good, we'll make some hot sauce out of it. I'm probably going to ruin this juicer, but
We're in the juicer.
yep, I want to extract all the juices and stuff out of the peppers.
Yep, knee's gonna hurt. I gotta do my exercises again. I might have went a little hard on them yesterday. I believe I might have.
I think I've been pushing myself just to do what I did. I picked up one of them, them big old round cattle troughs, the great big ones.
Mm-hmm.
I cleaned one of them out with a shovel because leaves and water was in it. Cleaned it out and I grabbed it and flipped it up, and it ain't so bad when there ain't no water and a little bit of leaves in it. But man, when you get something in there, them things is heavy. I moved it up here. I'm gonna throw it on the car hauler and scrap it out. We'll throw a bunch of stuff inside it and just let it set and build up. As I come across it, I'll throw it in there and then I'll take it in and have a little bit of pocket change.
I'm back.
Okay, everybody.
I learned how to work this sewing machine, I'd be all right.
Right, keep your eyes open for Roger. If he goes live at the lake or whatever, we'll be switching.
Glad you mentioned that. I'm looking, I don't see him. Got to open up the camper today and let it air out. I got some work to do in there. I'm going to rebuild one of the front bedrooms.
Man, you're always busy, right?
It's been down 3 years, man, and ain't nobody else doing the work, so it's all on me.
A lot of catching up to do, huh?
Yeah, my apple trees look like bushes. I'm about 85% of just wanting to cut it all down and start over.
Well, it might take you a while to grow them back, so.
And it's about like 4 years. That's what they say.
That's it?
Yeah. I know the peach trees, I bought them 1 year, and the very next year they had so many peaches on them. And the following year it was like a bumper crop or something, man. Limbs was breaking out and everything else.
We're ready to go. Almost.
Well, you ain't chill, huh? Turns awful bright, ain't it? Where'd your buddy go? Did he go get back in bed, did he?
But today I ain't gonna be doing too much because my back's hurting pretty bad. I come in yesterday
Oh, goodness.
down at, I think it was around 5, 6 o'clock. My battery's charged.
I hope I made the right decision in going bank fishing today, because this spot is feast or famine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If they're there, you're in. If they aren't, you're like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
I gotta put some water in the aquarium too. Put my bait in.
what a mess.
Welcome in, Jerry.
Is that Jerry?
Yep, Jerry.
What's up, Parker?
It's Jerry Haggard there, Mark. Fishing and powder coating.
What's up, Jerry Haggard?
Like find me an antique dealer to sell these old rods to. I looked them up. They're a little over $50.
It's on my marketplace.
Never tried anything like that on there for his fishing, but I did post other stuff and didn't even get hits on it. That's about like here, Jerry.
Some Brad's Thin Fish. Coho salmon bait.
Color.
What'd you say, Ernie?
So that's a nice bright color.
Yeah. Co-hosts seem to like it. Picked up some Dipsy Divers. Just got to get out there. Some Dodgers.
hey, Jerry, good to see you, buddy.
Some peanut flies.
How's things out in Nebraska today?
Heard that, Jerry. Yeah, these are 2 old antique steel rods and old reels I got.
What brands are they?
One's a Johnson, the other one's a Pfluger.
Nice. All right, fellas. I'm going to go say good morning to the wife. She probably thinks I left already.
Here you go, Mark. That's the Johnson here.
Nice. My grandfather had a bunch of them.
Got the steel rod.
How
Got a
long's
good
the
handle
rod?
on it.
How long's the rod?
It might be about, I'm going to guess maybe 4 foot.
All right. They make shorter ones than that, too. I know those are in big demand.
This is the Pfluger.
I got one of them little short
Nice.
falls. I think it's out in the garage somewhere. A little ultralight reel on it.
This nice little rod.
All right, fellas. Like I said, I'm going to go say good morning to the wife. I'll be back. I'll be back when I get in the house.
All right. Take care. Be careful today and enjoy fishing.
Later. It'll be a while before I get out there yet. I'm waiting for the sun to warm up them flats yet. So,
Good
all right.
Oh,
I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.
All right. Yeah, Jerry, it's old, buddy. I'm wanting to guess maybe 60s. I don't know, roughly.
I know they had them in the 70s. My dad's boss had a couple of those. Are they Johnsons? Are they?
One's a Johnson, the other one's a Fluger.
Yeah. That green.
That's the first Fluger I've seen that old. Yeah, you got some bad storms going to be moving through this way this weekend too. They're talking pretty bad. And where I live at, it might be and it might not be. It depends on if it changes course of what I seen 2 days ago. They're talking maybe 70-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, they're talking here like 40 mile an hour sustained or something like that.
Yeah, I'll probably just tinker around today. I ain't going to do no major work, I'm sure. The way I feel right now, it's more of let's go outside and see what else needs to be done type day. But gotta get her done. I figure if I'm gonna have to mess with the yard, I might as well grow something on it than to let it sit there and go to waste and just mow it. So I'm gonna try a big garden this year. Raise some okra, tomatoes, onions, lettuce, peppers, green beans, some corn. I know I can sell the corn. Corn last year was $6 a dozen. That's outrageous.
Did you, Rustic? I was me yesterday, brother. I slept in yesterday. I didn't feel good.
Morning, Rustic. That sucks, man. Sleeping real good, get comfortable, and have to wake up and take medicine. You might as well just get out of bed.
Mm-hmm. What I did this morning. What's the matter, buddy, huh? What you want?
I think got a hole in my cup. Rustic probably snuck in here and stole some of it.
Think we'll take a little nap, should we? Yeah, probably should. I'm kind of
And
dragging.
if there wasn't none in the pot, I'd be more than glad to go make some for you. You didn't have to take mine.
Huh? Yeah. I'm sure we had to do that. Look at that nice sun. Find you a sunspot to lay in. Is Tilly in your sunspot? Is that what you're whining about? Well, I'm sorry, little guy. You'll just have to go with that.
Sit right. See if that's Roger. Just come on. I gotta watch Ryan Hall. Seen a new video just popped up of him on what the weather's going to be 18 hours ago. It says this storm is actually very concerning.
There you go, Mark. I'm with you, brother. That sun's coming up. I wouldn't be able to wait either. I was waiting on Muskrat go live, so we'll go ahead over there. Check my YouTube and see if maybe he's live or something.
And that's right, Mark. I'd go too. I ain't seen him yet, Buggy.
Oh, okay.
I just refreshed the YouTube page. I don't see him nowhere on there yet. As bad as I'd like to go, I mean, at temperatures of 32 degrees, crappie ain't going to be doing a whole lot real close to the bank. And Roger's saying they're out deep in the water at Rocky. If you go to...
Well, I guess it would depend on if the water's going to warm up in the shallows with the sun, you know, won't they come into the warmer water? I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking.
Some do, some don't, but it's a maybe type deal. But I checked the water yesterday at Lake Logan. It was 32 degrees. So it's spring fed. You come back in here to irritate me again? Huh? Told you I don't want to play. Back hurting. Look at it. Give me it.
I knew you guys were going to get some. I knew you guys were going to get some weather, but we're supposed to get it tomorrow, I think. What you're getting today. Aaron, I had to mute that because you're going to get my dogs all fired up. They'll be barking. Mom's sleeping.
Through there.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's going to get hit from the way Ryan Hall's showing it on that map. It's a big storm. Yeah, I got to go make some more too. I'll probably take a cup out and do a little estimating on things that need to be done and whether I should try to do it today or wait until after the storm goes by. I know what I got to do. I got to go out and cut them antlers off that deer head. Since it's warmed up enough, it's going to start thawing out and smelling.
Yep. I got to, what am I going to do today, man? I don't know yet. I got to go to the post office and mail all this stuff to the tax man. It's hard telling how much that's going to cost.
I got it, yeah. I probably won't be doing much myself. Like I said, I ain't feeling like it. I push and push all week trying to get all I can done. Maybe get a day to go fishing. If I don't fish, I'll work on the boat or find something else to do. If I had hinges, I'd be fixing my doors on my deer blind to double doors. That way I can start working on chainsaws and stuff. Getting them running and selling them. I got a pole saw out there. I got the carburetor laying right here for it. Check that, see if it was Roger. We got double hook at 9 o'clock. Still don't see him. He might go live after he gets the boat in the water and gets his bait.
The things you do for love. Dun, 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 dun. It's the thing you do for love.
Yeah, that's what I kind of
You
figured
won't
too.
even get close to the bank till the water is around 55 degrees. That's when the bait fish move in. Yep. But you never know. You may catch one of them stray giant crappie that ain't real smart and cruises up in there anyway. See, you never know. There's always the oddity.
Always got perch, but that's a thought too. I need to get dressed and get started.
What, honey? Come here, tell me what you want. You whining about today for, huh? What's going on today, everybody, huh? What do you want? You want to go back to bed? You know what you're trying to tell me, you sleepy man? Hmm? Oh, that's a big yawn you made right there. Is that what you wanted? You just wanted some lovins? Is that all? Okay.
Thanks for letting me up, Bug. I want to get dressed and see what I can get into.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, I'm getting ready to shut this down. Roger will be going live. We'll all meet over there.
All right, bud. I'll be listening.
All right. My little man. Little man's whining for some reason. I think he just wanted some attention. Is that better, huh? You can sit right there like that all day, huh? You're all right. As long as I sit here and rub my chin on the side of your face, you're happy, huh? Ain't you something? Ain't you something? All right, my peoples. What time is it? It's 8:30. Heck, we've been on here a long time. Hold on, little guy. I gotta say bye to my friends, and then we'll get busy today. Oh man. All right, everybody. The sun's up. Spring's coming. Get through this bad stretch of weather this weekend, and you never know, things will be looking up. Hey, Mark, are you headed to the lake now, or you know what I mean? If you're headed to the lake, I'll stay up and throw you up on live if you want me to. It don't matter. Nah, I probably should go lay down a little bit because I don't think I'm all the way well yet. I don't feel that good. See you at P&B, Paul. Good to see you, man. Jerry Hager, sorry, man, I missed you, brother. I wasn't paying attention. Fat boy Eric, thank God it's Friday, mofo. What you doing, Eric? Eric, what you doing? You driving today, or do you lay out of work, go fishing, man? Sometimes you got to take one of them personal days, PTOs or whatever they call them. Okay, man. You guys have a good weekend. I don't know who's fishing this weekend or what, but I'm sure there'll be somebody out there live catching giant catfish down south of here. Maybe we'll get to go down there and catch some this summer. And until then, we can live vicariously through them, which is what I've been doing for the last couple of years when I was taking care of Pop. Now it's my turn. And with that, see you guys Monday morning, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. You know me.